News.
Earlier this week, the Montana High School Association announced its guidelines to return to fall sports.
But as the calendar approaches August, there are still plenty of questions.
MTN's Isaiah Dunk caught up with the Bison and the Rustler football teams.
I'm here at Memorial Stadium where, as of right now, they plan on playing some football this fall after the MHSA released its COVID-19 guidelines. Things will look a little bit different on the field, social distancing on the sidelines and no handshakes. But other things are left up to local health authorities, leading to mixed reactions from coaches.
For the Great Falls High and CMR football teams, preparation for a COVID-19 season began long before these guidelines.
We've been teaching COVID guidelines the entire time, so our kids already know they walk into the school, masks on, get where they need to be, get social distance apart. So we've been working, 3 days a week all summer. It's actually been pretty easy since we started with the guidelines and the restrictions. All we did is teach them to our kids and tell them exactly what they need, what had to happen, and they've done a great job.
And while prepping to play is one thing, traveling on buses and using locker rooms are other considerations. Not to mention how many fans can be in the bleachers, which could be different depending on the town or county. The MHSA has 5 progressive tiers for its return to sports, starting with the as scheduled Tier 1 right now. But scheduling gets tricky on Tiers 2 through 5.
I'm kind of on the fence. I want to play, and I've got a great group of kids. But then the other part of me says, God, I hope they don't shut us down for a week or two because something bad happens, because we're never going to get that back. Some teams are going to get affected by this. And who knows, it might be Great Falls High, it might be CM Russell. So do you just say, well, we just live with it and we just move on? Or do you shut everything down and try to believe that maybe next March everything will be good?
With still so much uncertainty, it figures to be a strange season, but if the Bison and Rustler football teams are any indication, athletes and coaches are ready to make things work. In Great Falls, Isaiah Dunk, MTN Sports.
A more detailed look at the MHSA guidelines can be found on montanasports.com.